That's how you start your day.
Good morning, America.
This is the Republican Party in Congress now, and Alan Fung will vote with them.
Yeah, I'm going to support that Republican leadership.
That Republican leadership wants to cut Social Security and Medicare. They want higher prescription drug prices and a nationwide ban on abortion, even in Rhode Island.
Yeah, I'm going to support that Republican leadership.
The problem with Alan Fung? We get all of this. DCCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Winter is coming, and it's gonna be a cold one, but not as cold as Seth Magaziner. Rhode Islanders are already paying the highest energy prices we've ever seen because of policies he supports. Now Magaziner wants to increase utility costs nearly 20% more. Alan Fung has a plan to lower your utility bills by tapping domestic sources and investing in renewables, unleashing American energy.
I'm Alan Fung, and I approve this message.
ABC 6 News 11 at 11 starts right now.
Tonight on ABC 6 News at 11. Next week, most of Rhode Island cities and towns will have referendums on pot shops. What is at stake for residents?
Plus, there's mild temperatures for November, and then there's this weekend. How warm it'll get, Jeff will fill us in.
And get ready for a playoff edition of Pick Six on this Friday night. Nick and Ian will have all the key plays and let us know who is moving on to the next round. We'll get to those stories shortly, but first tonight at 11, we're tracking developing news out of Fall River. A Fall River police officer seriously injured tonight after getting hit by a vehicle. The officer is currently being treated at Rhode Island Hospital. According to Fall River Police, the officer was conducting a traffic stop right in the area of Robeson and Deckler Streets when they were hit. The driver did take off. Police are now actively searching for that driver. No other details are being released at this hour. Stay with ABC 6 News on air and online for updates on this developing story. Now to other top story tonight at 11. Next Tuesday, voters in 31 of the 39 cities and towns in Rhode Island will decide whether or not they want cannabis retail stores or companies in their municipality. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John DeLuca.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. The power is in the hands of the people now. Their decision on Tuesday will be final. ABC 6 News reporter Daniel Coates has more.
Well, the conversation over cannabis has been ongoing for years now, but voters will finally be able to give their say at the polls Tuesday. But some leaders across the state say despite the financial benefits, they still don't want marijuana in their cities.
We don't need it.
North Providence's mayor urging his residents to vote against a referendum on Election Day that would decide whether each city in town would welcome marijuana dispensaries in their backyard after recreational sales were legalized this May.
I think it would make it much too easy for, for people to, buy this.
Mayor Lombardi and his team publishing this in the local paper, concerned the drug would be too accessible.
I never smoked cigarettes. I'm not really into this type of recreation. I believe it'll do more harm than good.
But for the mayor and most Rhode Island officials, that decision will be out of their hands Tuesday and made by the voters. Senator Joshua Miller, who spearheaded the legislation, believes it's unwise for any community to deny recreational sales, as they would then opt out of tax revenue.
They'll be missing out on 3% of all sales. Could be, 3% of at least 100 million has been estimated, so it could be a lot of money.
Miller, insisting this will pass in most Rhode Island communities, responded to leaders like Mayor Lombardi, saying marijuana distribution would still continue regardless of the referendum's results.
That black market cannabis is not tested, is sold by somebody who's potentially selling other substances. So it's a safer way to sell retail in an environment that could otherwise be very dangerous for consumers.
Again, the result of the referendum vote in these cities and towns will be final. In the newsroom, I'm Daniel Coates, ABC 6 News.